Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sports Bitches. My name is Rachel Bonetta, joined by two of my best buds, Sarah, Tiana, Megan, Gailey. The gang's all here. Hoo, 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 hoo. And yes, this will be going live on all your podcast platforms and on YouTube because somebody told on me that I haven't been uploading lately. And you know what? You can mind your own damn P's and Q's. What happened, Megan? You got a DM being like, "Oh, I haven't seen your YouTube video." Guess what? I edit them and I've been busy. Okay.
A listener slash viewer with a capital V was like, I need Sports Bitches on YouTube. And I think that is his ideal medium because he likes to see and experience the Sports Bitches, if you know what I mean.
Okay, when you say it like that. Flirty. I'm so happy that all three of us are here. Sarah, you've been so busy with The Masked Singer. But the group chat is still alive and well. We're still talking about sports all the time, and we're excited to get into today's episode. We're going to be talking baseball today. We're going to be talking about the Mark Sanchez trial. That might be our new thing. We might be really talking about that a lot coming up. Jordan Hudson leaked audio. Cringe. My skin is crawling. But first things first, Halloween is coming up. I feel like this is my holiday, but it's been way too freaking hot in LA. I have not even decorated our house. But you guys are thriving. You two seem like you're thriving in Halloween. I know, it's so unlike me.
Whoa, are you depressed?
That's like if like Santa Claus was like, I don't feel like putting up a tree this year.
Yeah, like it's like this seems like alien abduction, Rachel slash depressed.
I know. I do have several signs up that say it's fall, y'all, but that's it.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, then you're depressed.
That's it.
There's decor up. I mean, Sarah and I with the kids are obviously like in the thick of it. And I was so excited, like really, really embracing everything. And then like I have gone on a pumpkin train ride. I've gone to a pumpkin patch. I was supposed to go to a Harvest Lights last night and there were tornado warnings, so they got canceled. And then today we went to the Children's Museum in Indianapolis. Not sure if you guys have heard, it's the #1 children's museum in the world. Okay. And they do a haunted house every year. And I remember going to it as a child. We buy tickets. It's open from 12 to 5. I'm like, Colts are on at 4. Probably not going to be that 2-hour line. This is with tickets. A 2-hour line to get into the haunted house. That's like it. And the thing is, it was friendly hours today. So it's not even haunted. You're just like walking through a place where sorority sisters of mine now volunteer so they don't have to actually help children that are in need. And we got to the back of the line and CJ and I look at each other and we go, no, we're not. No. And we were the only family.
Scare you? Or
the only thing that scared me was the length of the line.
Yeah, I'm like, those people in line should just turn around and see Megan having to wait. That will be the scariest thing that they see.
But like, this is having to wait with a newborn strapped to me, a 3-year-old who's, I would say, iffy at best on potty training out in the world. And then everyone else is just like standing there waiting. And CJ and I just simply told Conrad, we can't go. And like, we didn't make anything up. We were just like, the line is too long. And now I'm like, do I ask for a refund?
Oh my God. Wait, what were they I'm confused. There were no scare actors. What was the line for? Where were you? You were just walking through like a corn maze?
No, to get into the quote unquote haunted house, which on Sundays is not even haunted, is just friendly.
Stupid.
It's spooky.
Wait,
it's silly
I don't even know that it's spooky. And so I texted my mom and I go, when we come home, can you just pretend to be a witch? Hi. Speak of the spooky.
Oh.
Where's your shirt? Where's your shirt?
I don't want to wear my shirt.
He doesn't want to wear a shirt.
And you know what? He doesn't have to.
Well, I love you. Mama's working. So I am awful in haunted houses. I feel how Sarah feels, but I have not followed through on being like, I don't have to do this anymore. And so I commit to going, and then I get there and I am so crippled by fear that I was at Halloween Horror Nights, and Kara, a friend of ours from book club, had to yell in my face, "They're not real! They're just pictures!" Like I was like climbing up her husband's back, and he's like, "I'm as afraid of as you are," because like my bone to pick with LA is the production quality is too good. So
It
like
is good.
we were at Halloween Horror Nights. They have all of the rights to the movie Us. And then they had this woman who looked just like Lupita. And I'm like, I'm in the movie Us right now. And I grew up going to haunted houses like in basements that my friends made. And it's like LA leveled up too much.
You know, some of the rooms
yeah.
that they have at the Universal Studios, there's like scents now. Like the rooms, like there's this one room that you go into, it's like Thanksgiving dinner, and you can smell turkey and you can smell Thanksgiving dinner. And then somebody comes out going, and it's terrifying.
It's also
Oh my
so
gosh.
expensive.
Oh,
Like,
it's
yeah.
stupid expensive.
$150, and then I just see teens like humping each other in line, and I'm like, how do you two together have $300 to be dry humping?
I'd rather go to Sarah's Trunk or Treat, which looked so fun. What was the vibe at the party?
The vibe was, first of all, I was watching the Georgia football game while I was setting up, and because it took me like 2 seconds to set up, we had to be there at 2:30. The festival started at 4, and
What?
then the trunk or treat started at 6.
And like,
So,
what is trunk or
Wait,
treat?
yeah.
so trunk or treat is just trick or treating around a parking lot to trunks of different cars.
And I'm against
and the
this.
trunks.
I'm for
Why?
it. Can adults come? Can adults do it?
Yeah. Everybody can do it. It's just like, it's just a way to get candy. And then you just kind of like lift up your trunk and then you do a little decoration. And so mine was super easy because we already had the stuff. I just had to like make a sign that said Golf, you know, because ours was golf themed.
But you have to come up with a theme?
I mean, you don't really have to, but there is a prize, I think, for the winning one. I'm not trying to win a prize. I was just trying to get service hours because at our school, you have to do, like, have 30 service hours for the year for your
That's a
family.
lot.
And so you get 6 for doing trunk or treat. And I was like, sold.
Okay, I'm back in. This is,
I also
guess-
got 1 service hour for every bottle of $20 booze that I donated. So I got some extra hours.
$20?
I love
giving
that-
you a
Yes.
bunch of hours. We've got
I
some
love that
crusty, dusty
that's
bottle.
community service, donating booze to a Catholic school.
By
I
the
guess-
way, go ahead. I was just gonna say our father, our preacher or priest for our church at our school, who's Filipino, amazing. He's really, really funny, very charming. He was at the bar all night. I was like,
All right, Father. Okay,
maybe man of the cloth means like a little cold press cloth that you got to put on your head the next morning
Say
before you
holy
leave
water.
the service.
If
He's
you're
like, I already
hearing-
finished writing my sermon.
if you're hearing everyone's secrets, you're like, I need something to take the edge off. Okay. So I guess this is starting to make me feel very like old lady, get off my lawn. Is for our Halloween growing up, it was October 31st, and you put on a costume and you went outside and you trick-or-treated. And like, yeah, was there some stuff leading up to it? I remember having like a sock hop, but now I feel like it's fucking kids Super Bowl. And like, there is so much stuff around it. We have a trunk or treat next week. I will not be going because I will be performing stand-up comedy in a different city, like the good mother that I am. And so it's just like, how, like, there's like Conrad wanted 3 costumes and I was like, that's absurd, but there's like 7 things to go to. And so I'm like, I get that he's like, I don't want to be a fireman 25 different times. Like it just, it feels like, and like my mom was like, okay, so the hours in the neighborhood are 4. I go, hours? It's when you go. When you go are the hours. They can't be like, no, you're outside of visiting hours. Like, give me the fucking Snickers.
I love that Conrad's acting like this is the Met Ball. Like I wore that earlier. I
Oh my God, I wore that
cannot
last
be a
season.
fireman again, Mom.
And he's changing, like I'll be like, oh, tell them what you're going to be for Halloween. He's like, a dinosaur. And I'm like, no, he's not. He's not being a dinosaur. We do not have a dinosaur costume. And he's like, a pirate. I'm like, you've never seen a pirate. You don't know what a pirate is. You're not being a pirate.
Yeah. Well, I had a great time. I brought a little cooler. I was like, this is golf themed. So I brought a little cooler and I made myself a cocktail and I sat in a chair and handed out candy while people tried to putt into my little putting green. And then I walked around. There were all kinds of different activities. I got,
Nothing.
I got Cage a wristband because there were like 8 bouncy houses and all kinds of different activities. And like you didn't need a separate wristband to go into the 3D ride that was inside the truck or whatever. What? And I like, I don't even know who was I don't even know who was watching him because I was like, where can he go? Like, he's not going to leave the school.
Is Chris
in
London?
There too.
Oh, he's there too.
He flew back early.
He's loose too.
And then my mother-in-law was here. She was helping out. She watched the whole talent show. There was a kids' talent show.
A talent show?
I am actually pissed that I didn't get invited. I would have loved to attend.
Halloween is not synonymous with talent. What are the talents?
Oh, one girl
Spooky?
did like no. There's a lot of K-pop Demon Hunter songs, some dances, some really confident singing. Yeah. And there was one girl who was like doing like a hula hoop thing, like just like singing along to the song, and her dad was just like there with the camera, like cheering her on the whole time. She was
Mean
probably
Girls
like 7.
mom.
Oh my gosh, it was so great.
He's also doing
and, like, my mother-in-law is just sitting there cheering. She took pictures of every
I love.
And so
funny.
And I'm not that well versed in K-pop Demon Hunters or where the church is right now, but K-pop Demon Hunters and Catholicism are fine. They go hand in hand.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that the church probably has 0 issues with K-pop Demon Hunters. The Pope is pretty cool. I don't know if you
Pope is
noticed,
cool.
but the Pope yelled. Somebody yelled "Go Cubs" at the Pope.
Yes.
Last week, and he said they lost.
I love that.
He yelled
I love
back,
a trolling
they
poop.
lost.
And I think he said it like in Italian.
Trolling poop.
Yeah.
Or Latin. Maybe Latin.
She said poop instead of Pope, and that's okay.
I heard
that.
Okay. The people at home heard it too.
The Pope is cooler than half of the people that we share this country with.
Yes. Okay, speaking of the Cubs, let's talk a little playoff baseball because we are getting down to the nitty-gritty right now. As we record this on Sunday. The Jays could be in, the Jays could be out. We don't know. So let's just talk about the game that happened the other night. Shohei Ohtani, maybe the best Dodgers Zach was screaming. Were you watching in Indiana, Meg? I'm sure you were.
I was out with a friend from college and I could not flag down the bartender to get it on my side. And so I was watching people watch it, if that makes sense.
Oh, God.
But then I've seen everything. And Conrad and I were supposed to go dress to a Halloween themed birthday party yesterday, and he went as Benny the Jet, which was just him wearing his Mookie Betts jersey, and I wore a giant Shohei Ohtani face on my shirt, and I thought a family at Target was being racist because they were just staring at my shirt. And then I heard the dad explaining what Shohei Ohtani had done the night before to his daughters.
Aww, that's so sweet.
Somebody tweeted yesterday that people are gonna have a lot of explaining to do in 20 years when there are kids named Shohei Rodriguez.
Yeah,
that grew up in LA.
It was very fun to watch.
Yeah. When you even hear what he did, it's like 10 strikeouts, 3 home runs. I mean, to even be attempting to pitch and hit in an NLCS is crazy. And then I sent it to you guys, the footage of him walking into the stadium. So there's like tunnel walks. We make big deals about like, what's Joe Burrow wearing? LeBron's in shorts. Shohei Ohtani is pushing a baby in a stroller with his dog underneath on the little under part of the stroller, walking right next to his wife.
He really can do it all. He really is a two-way player.
He's the Pope.
What a heartthrob. Do you think he got drug tested the very next day after that performance? That's the kind of performance that it's like, hey, buddy, why don't you come down to the old health lab?
Baseball really shouldn't drug test. They should just be like, listen, we're barely relevant. Let's just let them fucking whack it.
Ew. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do think that a big reason, I mean, he's obviously like an anomaly, but also like he did not pitch all year. He, didn't really start pitching till well after the All-Star break, right? So that does help, like your tiredness. Because that is always a big issue with the Dodgers. Is like, is their bullpen going to be good enough all year?
Yeah,
but I don't even care about the Dodgers because I mean, I wanted the Brewers to win because
I don't care about the Dodgers either. I'll say that.
Okay,
well, I told you that because of their old, because Bob Uecker, who was the Brewers' old announcer, passed, and so I wanted it for the Brewers and the Brewers fans, but I think right now, like, we have another house divided situation with Rachel and Zach between the Mariners and the Blue Jays.
Zach doesn't care about the Mariners. All he cares about are the Dodgers. Yeah. We talked about this while you were away, Sarah. We talked about if the Dodgers and the Jays were in the World Series. I said, let's have a bunch of our friends over, like our Toronto friends and our American friends. And he goes, don't invite anybody over. I do not want to watch a baseball game.
Wow.
With fans of the other team. I said, your wife is a fan of the other team. He says, we'll be watching it in separate rooms.
Wow. You may have an immigration situation on your hands. Because I don't know, there was this Karen, which is, we got to move on from Karen. I'm embarrassed I even used it. There was this Brewers fan lady, classic John and Kate +8 hairdo, who said, we're going to call ICE on, to a Dodgers fan. And it was just like, oh, man, that's not going to end well for you, So then your team gets swept, you lose your job, and you still have that haircut. Tougho.
Rough week.
So, like, I do think there were probably Brewers fans that called maybe Homeland Security on Shohei Ohtani, or like, ring, ring, ring. I don't know if he's peeing correctly, but I'd like him checked, and there's two brothers named Hernandez, and they're different colors. So if we can figure that out too.
And then there's Andy Pajes, who looks like a Lego character. So yeah, there's they're all over the board.
I love them. Wait, I'm sorry. This is the last thing I'll say about Shohei Ohtani. His interpreter, because he has a new one, because his old one is elsewhere.
In jail.
His interpreter was wearing an NLCS like champion T-shirt, and I go, because usually the interpreter, it's just in like a turtleneck or a suit, and the interpreter's like, I'm on the team, give me a T-shirt.
Yeah. The interpreter should get a ring, right?
You should.
Oh, he does.
You should.
And I think
also, I remember when Shohei was on the Angels and his interpreter, the Angels got in a fight with the Rockies or maybe the Mariners, I can't really remember, and like Shohei was out there and his interpreter was fighting next to him.
I miss
He's
him.
like translating these punches.
I miss him.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, I do love the series between the Mariners and the Blue Jays. I think it's so fun. It's just been an incredible duel. It's like exactly what you want playoff baseball to be. And then, here's the Dodgers. Everybody turns so dumb against the Dodgers. Every team, they just go like, oh God, how are we going to compete against a team that spent $1 billion? And it's like, I don't know, but they couldn't.
I think I might be an idiot because I was watching football today and we were watching the Rams play the Jags in London. and just beating the shit out of them. They were talking about Matthew Stafford and Clayton Kershaw and how they went to high school together. And I said, what? And Zach's like, you didn't know that? And I said, no, that's crazy. And he goes, they talk about it all the fucking time. I said, you think I listen to these idiots?
Oh, but they talk about it. I mean, like, you're almost like acting like my mom at this point. You know, like you're like,
sorry.
You told. And did they go to Harvard Westlake? Or am I inventing that
No,
part?
they went to school in Texas.
Oh, they went to
Even
Texas,
crazier.
Wow.
Even crazier.
Yeah.
And
so
it's
I
like,
really wanted.
They say they talk about Matthew and Clayton, the amount that they talk about, what's his name, going to Harvard. We should just cut
Colin
that out.
Jost?
Fitzpatrick.
Oh.
No, Ryan
Oh,
Fitzpatrick.
Fitzmagic.
Yeah. I'm like, just cut that out.
But I wanted to, it got me thinking, and I'm so sorry I didn't know about this, but it got me thinking, you know, you guys are so successful, and I'm sure out of your high school, you are probably like the it gals. Did anybody else interesting go to your high school? Not necessarily famous, but is there somebody that you think of like, oh, that person was insane?
So there's some professional athletes that went to my high school. Kyle Guy, I believe, like hit a game-winning shot in the like men's basketball national championship. And then someone was like saying something am I still here?
Yeah.
Okay. Someone was saying, CJ said the Lakers signed a guy who went to my high school, and I had no idea. I'd never heard of him. So I was like, so I went to the Wikipedia page of my high school, trying to figure out who this guy was. And so I'm scanning. I am on the Wikipedia page of my high school, and like, yeah, like have kind of like a pretty long little ditty. And then there's only one other gal. It's like 15, 20 men, myself, and then this gal named Sarah Jo Pender. And so I'm like, okay, girly, what did you do? Convicted murderer, featured on America's Most Wanted during her 2008 prison escape. So the two girlies from my high school on the Wikipedia page, myself, and America's Most Wanted female murderer.
Oh, God damn. Sarah, are you also listening, or are you also looking up your high school? I'm not on the Wikipedia page.
I mean, I knew that
pissed.
I'm not even listed on mine.
kids enrolled in this school right now. That's how small my high school is.
You should be you should be the like thumbnail for it.
Wait, should I edit the Wikipedia page myself?
Yeah.
Wait a second. She went to there's no way she went to my high school.
Wait, I'm doing it.
One of my best friends in high school went and played for the Titans. His name's Barry Hall.
I was like, you forgot his
No. I was like looking up, but then this says, first of all, I'm not even listed, but it says that Kelly Giddish went to our high school, which she's on Law and Order SVU.
Wow. Yeah, mine's
So
like
that is-
all.
Oh,
we
no,
got a
that's wrong.
Texans.
It just says Barry Hall on mine. It doesn't even list me because I don't have a Wikipedia. Every time people have tried to make one for me, they take it down. They say I'm not famous
Really?
enough, but then they try to link to my characters
Yes, you
all the
are.
time.
Yes, you are. You're
Yeah.
famous
And
enough.
I have
know.
one, you have
That's
one.
why I think
I'm-
it's wild.
Look at
Yeah,
guys,
I'm
I
not-
just ended at the very at the very last. It's talking about
Hey.
only 100 students go to the school. Period. Rachel Bonetta went to the school. Period.
There you go. There you go.
You know, sometimes you got to shoot your own shot. Okay.
You absolutely do.
But yeah, sorry guys, I didn't know that. I did not know that. But if you are listening to this now, you know that. Something else I really wanted to talk to you guys about today. I feel like this might be our next Karen Reed trial. If y'all been listening to this podcast for a minute, you know that we were obsessed with the Karen Reed trial. We would do a little update on almost every episode. And now we are going to be on frickin' Court TV YouTube once again because the judge that is overseeing the Mark Sanchez trial is allowing television cameras inside the courtroom. And I just cannot wait for this. I will watch every minute of it because we still don't know much, right?
Wait, did you see the whole play-by-play of the video? Did you guys talk about this
Yes.
last week?
No.
of him just like walking around the streets, like just basically looking for like at least 30 to 45 minutes, just like basically looking for a fight. Like he's walking up this way, then he walks back, then he's like going the other way. He talks to a guy, walks back. You could see the giant box truck come in, make the turn.
Yeah.
It's just like really wild. Like he's, clearly on something.
Yeah. No, I saw the crazy video of him post stabbing and his shirt's just like covered in blood.
Yeah,
and he's, like,
this was all pre.
Like, that is crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
And listen, just a man looking terrible, covered in blood, you're going to see on the streets of Indianapolis. You are going to see that. When you broke this news about the judge allowing court TV in there, it reminded me that this is the second judge. The first judge, the judge that was assigned to the case, recused herself, a lady judge, was like some sort of conflict of interest, and it wasn't released why she recused herself. And so I'm like, what? We USC
so we don't
fan,
know.
butt fumble fan, like could
Masked Singer fan because he was on the Masked Singer.
Have we found the one and only Mark Sanchez fan, and she's a female Indianapolis judge?
Oh my God! And then you guys saw his baby mama came out and made a statement about him.
I didn't see that.
So he's remarried. He's married to a woman now, and she's on Chad Powers, and they just had twins in like March or whatever. That's his current.
All of us are not on Chad Powers, in case anybody was wondering. None of us are on it.
None of us are on it. All of us auditioned to be on it and write on it. Anyways, story for another time. Okay, so that's his current his current partner, but his former partner, who he has a child with, came out and said, "I'm not surprised in the least."
Drag.
She went on social media and she was like, I tried to keep this to myself, but this affects my child. Didn't for a second, actually. She said something along the lines of like, tried to keep this to myself, but this is affecting my child now and people are sending us messages. All I'll say is like, I'm not surprised in the least that this happened.
And like,
well, then give us a little bit of expert, like don't just come out and say that. Like if you're going to say it, fucking say it.
She's going to be called as a character witness. Let's hope. How could you not, if you had an ex that you did not like, who then got publicly arrested, Facebook is inviting you, saying, come. That's why Facebook was invented.
Cracking my
That's the only thing going on left on Facebook. Yes, exactly. Wait. You're like, how fast can I type? Speaking of Karen Reed, you texted us this week. We are out, capital OUT on Alan Jackson. What happened?
Well,
my God.
I may have been
Hold
hasty.
on a second.
Oh,
I thought you were talking about Alan Jackson, the country singer.
Well, that is why it is confusing.
No, the lawyer representing Karen Reed. Well, I think maybe we knew this before, but he does represent some shady characters, and he's representing the kid. He's representing the kid that killed those 4 gals on the highway in Malibu, the Pepperdine students. He's representing the kid and is like trying to get his jail time down. And this is the issue with standing a defense attorney. Their work is violent, evil criminals. Yeah.
I mean, remember the whole trial? All the anti-Karen Reed people were like, he defended Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah. And what he would say is, by law, we are all entitled to defense. And here I am with my toned forearms to be that defense.
I would like him to, I think it would be interesting if he represented Mark. I'll just say that.
Mark can't afford him.
You don't think so? Oh, and another thing that the woman had said, that his baby mama, was that, she's been concerned about him in the past. So I don't know him to have an issue with drugs or substance abuse or anything like that, but maybe that's just me being an idiot and I don't know anything. But also I've met him like a handful of times just working at Fox, and he was lovely every time I've met him.
Yeah.
Your call.
I'm so curious to see.
Character witness for Mark Sanchez.
Oh my God. Cut
You
to
can
maybe
stay-
I didn't. They all look the same
Megan
to me.
is
You can stay
Megan
at the
is
house.
just
all of these play callers.
Megan
Or, I
just
mean,
wants to be
play
called as a character witness for Indianapolis. She's like, it's not. We don't. This doesn't happen here.
Be like, you brought crime to us, Mark.
Mhm.
Oh, my
Also, all the
gosh.
TMZ footage of like him walking out of the hospital, and everyone's like, "Mark, why'd you do it?" And he's just like, "I just want to say thank you to the surgeon that saved my life." Like, just so freaking weird.
And I'm like, who's the
Fox, I think,
surgeon?
has
Name
taken him off the
names.
schedule.
Of course.
Okay, some other things that have come out in the news this week that we've been talking about. Sarah, do you want to take this one? The Jordan Hudson, Bill Belichick leaked audio. Ugh, I felt dirty listening to it.
Yeah, so I mean, Pablo Torre has this like leaked audio footage that he said is from NFL Films. NFL Films has come out and said this was not us. They were using our building, and they were using our office space because Belichick was there filming inside the NFL, but so we gave him our offices, but we were not in charge of the camera. So this footage did not come from us. So already something interesting happening in the footage, which is 6 minutes long. They're basically confronting the people who are making the documentary about, well, JordON is specifically confronting the people about their use of Photoshop, and she keeps calling it Adobe Photoshop, and it's like, I think
Yeah.
I don't think you have to name check Adobe.
Yeah, was she
You
trying
don't have to give
like,
it its government
get a branded
name.
deal?
Relax. Yeah.
Did she leak the audio recording to send to Adobe to be like, I am always repping you guys?
Full name only every
Adobe's
time.
like, we're good. Thanks.
Yes, she's gonna have shirts at the student section shop that
my
also
God.
say
Yeah.
Here
So
JordON uses
funny.
Adobe Photoshop. Yeah, so anyway, that was the start of it. And then so she's upset that it doesn't look high quality, and she says that it just looks like super generic, like what I forget what she calls it, where it's where you just like do basic, like you don't know how to do any real
Cut and
artistry. It's
paste.
like
Like
clip art.
Canva,
Yeah,
or something
and
like
that
that. Yeah.
she's saying it doesn't look good, that she did Bill's website and that it's like so much better. And then Pablo Torre like clicks on the website and it's literally just a bunch of GIFs of Bill. Like there's no like
I'm looking. BillBelichick.com.
Which apparently is spelled with two Ks.
Oh yeah, and it's spelled wrong. What? Because they couldn't get
It's already spelled wrong.
They couldn't get the www.billbelichick.com, like his actual spelling of his name. Somebody else owns it. Incredible.
Probably. I don't even
wait,
know.
So what is the theory here? Because, Jordan's complaining about the graphics team, and they're saying like, oh, we should bring in our guy Tony, or whatever the fuck his name is. We should bring our guy. He could do this in 2 seconds. I wonder, is the theory that the people that leaked the video are the people that she's shitting on? Right?
Yeah, maybe. I don't really know who the video is. And I'm also not really feeling like this is some sort of smoking gun. It just shows that like she's got his ear, that Bill makes a lot of really bizarre sounds on his mic. Like
old man sounds.
He just clears his throat in a really
the
old man.
What was that? The curse, the grudge. Remember when the man accidentally admitted killing his wife while he was going pee, and his mic pack was on?
Oh, the jinx.
The jinx. Thank you.
So good.
Talk about I'm my mother.
I was so relieved when I actually did hear this audio, because when Zach was telling me about it, I thought he was saying that they caught Jordan and Bill talking about having sex on an airplane. Don't ask me how I got the two confused.
Wow.
But I was like,
actually having
they're
sex.
done in this town. They're done. They're finished.
No, I didn't really feel like it was like that big of a deal. I mean, I think what Pablo is trying to like say is that like she's definitely got his ear and he definitely listens to everything that she says. But I didn't like if she didn't like the graphics, I mean, that isn't that her job? Like to be like, we don't like the graphics and we want to change them.
I think that anybody coming in representing, like, imagine if she wasn't the girlfriend and she was just like his manager or something like that. Everyone would find that annoying. That's not your job. Your job is to, it's just not. And if it, I just
think
feel
that
like it's
is her job,
annoying,
though.
period. I don't know, you're micromanaging. I don't know what they were talking about, but it seemed like very, very simple things for his podcast or for his YouTube channel, which is like, who gives a fuck about graphics? It just seemed like it was very nitpicky and annoying, and I can understand why that would be made worse by the fact that she's actually his girlfriend and she's 21.
Having not listened to it as the Diane Sawyer of this pod, I don't know that it sounds like it rises to like there's a leak. Like what at some point, and this isn't like a knock on Pablo, this is just sort of like the UNC is bad. She is insane. He is clearly like mesmerized by her and will do whatever she says. Like, next, like it's like it's sort of that thing of like, yeah, they're a sideshow, they're kooks. Like, are we learning anything new about them now? If it was them talking about having sex on a plane, I'd go play it right here, dearmedia.com.
Let us know.
But if not, they're at NFL Films debating graphics. Well, honey, I might do that on Wednesday.
Yeah, I just felt like I do think that if this is her job is to kind of like manage his image and affairs, like that's what she's doing. I didn't think that it was that bad of a look. I just thought that like they didn't seem like they had like any suggestions for how to fix it. It was just like, we don't like it and we think we should bring in Tony because this is all really basic. And if it
Tony,
I mean, and when the pictures were up, I was like, it does look kind of basic, but I don't really know what it's
okay,
for.
So just to clarify, we're keeping points on the board. We're taking a tally. Sarah is Team JordON now. That has been established.
I am team.
What a change!
Want to hear them talk about sex? Okay, so I am on Belichick.com, and boy, does it look bad. It honestly looks like like Nigerian prince, like a scammer website. Like it looks like people that would be confused when they're like, I don't know, I lost all my money because Ben Affleck said he needed $400,000 of mine. Like that, it's that level. So you can make UNC football inquiries. All I have to do is put name, last name, email, subject, message. So if we've got something we want to pass along to Bill, we can get it there.
Do you guys have audio of y'all having sex on a plane?
I am not saying that I am on her side. I am just saying that this did not feel like some sort of big scandalous conversation.
Yeah. No, I don't think so either. I think it's just like throw it into the pile of this is a weird relationship.
Evidence.
It very much seems like she's sort of leading the charge on a lot of his decisions, whilst also your team is in the shitter and it's so embarrassing. And there were all of these rumors also that we should speak to of like Bill getting bought out of his contract last week. I think his daughter was like sharing photos of a moving truck, I believe. And so all of this is coming at a time where it's just like, just fucking disappear. Just like, stop being in the news for 5 fucking seconds. Like if I was a fan of UNC, I'd hate this season of my life.
Oof.
I think that this just speaks to a larger issue in the country, which is just like, once you've reached a certain age, you just don't have to work anymore. Like, we appreciate you. You've done a great job. Let's not like stain our legacy by continuing to stay in power, in office, in coaching, like whatever it is. Like, Bill, you can retire. Pete Carroll, you can retire. Mitch McConnell, you can retire. Like, everybody just go take a nap. Go take a nap.
And all of those men you mentioned are so fucking rich. Like, you're rich.
Yeah.
Well,
like, yes,
is Phil
there's a certain-
anymore because he's bought so many houses for JordON?
Well, but like, he had money and he mismanaged it. I don't think he took the UNC job out of financial need. I think he took it because he's a spiteful, petty little sorority girl. And I say that with love as one of them. I look in the mirror and I go, you are pettier than me. Like, quit, lay down, go to sleep. Like, you have so much money. They've
And
lost
he's
their
also so
minds.
good on television. Like, I really liked every single time I saw him, like, breaking stuff down. I was just like, this is really interesting.
I agree because, like, Nick Saban, like, the wife, they keeps getting asked, like, if he's coming back or if he's going to take the Penn State job, and she's like, he could win 8 more championships if he wanted to, but we're having too much fun with him not coaching. And I'm like, that's right. You
Let's
told
leak
him.
that footage.
You said you're
watch.
good. We're gonna have fun.
No.
You owe this to me that we have like a real life.
Yes.
And that is happening. And Spicy, like, he is so spicy on College Game Day. Like, he refuses to pick Vanderbilt, even though they keep winning. He's just like, they always seem like an easy out, and I can't stop looking at them like an easy out.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my,
College Game Day, I feel like is the best live sports programming that we have right now. I wake up, I watch it every single Saturday morning,
which is gone.
Yeah.
Well, it's gone. So I would say that College Game Day with Pat and Coach and this iteration of the cast has been so fun to watch. Meanwhile, Fox Sports, I don't know if you guys saw it resurface this week, but what's his face, Portnoy, the clip of him saying that some women deserve to be raped. That's who's on the desk at Fox Sports. So
cool.
That's tough.
Great.
That's a tough one.
Cuff.
Anyways, okay. So we have a new segment where we our fantastic producer Daniel, a incredible producer that is gay. There was a cleaner way of me saying it, and then I was tiptoeing around it. It's just cut to the chase. He's gay, and he doesn't really watch sports. But he wants to send us a question every single week about sports. And what was this week's question, Meg?
He would like to know, what is the sluttiest uniform in sports? Now, Rachel, you were like, I think we have to keep to men. And I said, Daniel's a gay man. He wants us to keep it to men. So in honor of the spirit of his question, and as you mentioned, with Halloween upon us, I
really wonder if that was the true meaning of the question. Like, hey, I'm workshopping some Halloween costume ideas. What do y'all think? I do have an opinion on this for Sluttiest.
I'd love to hear it.
Sluttiest sport uniform, right? That's what we're doing. Sluttiest uniform in sports. I would go either rugby player, because they pull up their jocks, their shorts. They pull each other's shorts up, and that gets steamy. And then I would also just go straight up Speedo, because who's going to stop you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Who's going to stop you?
Yeah. You mean just like Olympic swimmer?
Yeah,
guy.
I'm swimming a lot lately in my gym where they smush poop down the drain. A lot of Speedos that do not fit these men.
Are we talking loose or too tight?
Way too tight. There's this one guy that wears like an SC Speedo, clearly from like his college days. I'm like, honey, it's time to retire.
Oh.
You're not in college anymore. Crack,
so him
peeking out.
Bill Belichick and this man's USC Speedo. Put it out to pasture.
You're like, this gives a real meaning to the word Trojan. Yeah. I'm trying to think. I think I think jockey is kind of sexy.
Oh. Now, we didn't say sexiest. We said slutty.
Oh, we said slutty.
But now we're intrigued.
How about you tell us a little more about
Sarah
this
likes
fantasy?
a short Ecuadorian king
that weighs 80 pounds.
Just a little pocket.
I'm just thinking of like what I could see like a muscular gay man wear, like to make it sexy, I guess. So I guess, like, I think when women wear Halloween costumes, it's like, I'm a sexy witch, where it's like, well, you're not always, like, witches aren't normally sexy. You just made it sexy.
Wow.
I'm
so
thinking
but we're supposed to be. I don't understand the assignment.
The jockey has that little whip that he hits the horse's booty with, too.
Okay. And then somebody else could dress up like the horse and just have like a braided tail.
And they could be like, I'm the horse because I'm hung like a horse. You know, they could say stuff like that.
But for the record, a jockey is covered literally from head to toe.
By the way, I think this is a great group costume for gay men because the rest of them can wear all their Kentucky Derby hats. So they are the fans.
They're fascinators.
The jockey and the horse.
Okay.
It's just whoever draws the shortest straw has to be the horse.
Daniel's currently editing this, being like, we should kill it.
I thought you were going to say the Minnesota Timberwolves, and now you're getting me. Okay, so my initial reaction was beach volleyball. Like, ooh, like the beach volleyball scene in the new Top Gun. I was like about to go to the bathroom. Like CJ had already seen it, and I was like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. He goes, you're gonna want to stay for this. Like even my own husband was like, this is gonna hit Megan where she likes to be hit. So that I loved. But then as I thought about it, I was like, you know what feels actually like really slutty and sort of like camp and fun is men's figure skating.
Oh.
Because it's
talk about figure.
And then sometimes they'll be like bedazzled, like they have to like over bedazzle it over the nipples, you know? And like that like it's like, I don't know, it's like seductive, slutty, they're sparkly.
No, I actually really agree with this because there's also always like it's almost like a PR stunt. Like they always kind of try and if it's like a man and a woman figure skater, there's always something like between them. Like they tell a sexy slutty story on the ice.
Yeah.
Yes.
Huh. I would say the least sexy costume or sports gear is probably a wrestling singlet.
Oh,
those are really hard to make look good.
That's pretty slutty. It's usually
very slutty.
Paired with cauliflower ear, which does take it down a couple notches.
And those, you know, like the helmet, like the weird helmet that they have to wear.
Yeah.
What about a sumo suit? Slutty.
I saw this like carousel of, I don't know, there's some sort of like world champion. Did you see this?
I did. I saw that you liked it and I was like, of course you did.
Sumo wrestlers were in like London, I think. And all of the pictures of them having just like a cute touristy time as just the loveliest sumo wrestlers. I loved it.
I feel like that could be what we send back to him. Is a sumo wrestler. You're wearing a slutty diaper and you're sweaty and you're grabbing up on each other. So if our listeners have any other suggestions, please tell us. Because that'll be fun to go through next week before Halloween. All right, gals, let's wrap this thing up. Do we have a sports pitch this week?
We do. And this was actually inspired by a conversation not slutty producer Daniel and I were having. The Victoria's Secret fashion show is back. I didn't know it went away. It was back. The show was led by a gorgeous pregnant woman. 9 months pregnant, led the show. But we also had some athletes and athlete adjacent gals in it. Angel Reese walked in it, and she has an ass. And like, of course she does. She's a WNBA player. She's in great shape. But like all the comments were like, I didn't know she was bringing the heat like that. Like she looked really good. And then Justin Herbert's lady friend, Madison Beer, graced the catwalk, and many people thought that she had a better walk and presence than some of the models themselves.
Oh, wow. Good for her. Well, she's a performer. She's a pop star, so she's going to have that stage presence. I think they need to switch it up. Gone are the days. Gone are the days of these like super real thin models. You had your time. I want real women. I want women who I think are funny and cool and athletes and strong. You know who should have been out there is who's that rugby player that we love?
I think she was.
Oh,
I think.
Oh, yeah. Great. Let me watch it.
I just forgot. I think I just
This is
forgot her.
this is what we need moving forward. This is what
Alona Mar
fashion show.
And that's what they're doing. I mean, they had a pregnant gal, you know, so it's like, and that was the first person who walked out was a 9-month pregnant woman. So, you know, the trolls on the internet are furious, even though this woman looked better than I've ever looked, the thinnest in my life. I am starting something tomorrow called wall Pilates, 10 minutes a day. And so in 2 weeks, I do believe I'll be ready to walk on the Victoria's Secret.
What is wall Pilates? Are you just doing a wall sit?
You just, all you need is a wall. And I said, you know what? That's all I've got. So I'm going to the Bahamas
to the wall
in 6 weeks. And I'm wondering if I can lose 50 pounds. No, I know.
You do not need to lose 50 pounds. You don't need to lose anything. You're gorgeous.
I know I don't need to, but like they make you put in the stats and they're rude. You know, they were like, just so you know your BMI, you're obese. And it's like, just so you know, you're a fucking computer.
Wall Pilates.
You are not a sports bitch of the week, computer.
So you know, you don't even have a soul. So
all right, guys.
I'm obese and I will be walking. Thank you.
I will be screaming and singing an Alan Jackson song, even though I thought he was canceled.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Okay.
Logging off from Adobe Photoshop. We love you guys, and we will see you next week.
BillBelichick.com.
2Ks. Bye.